within the field, to build a quiet monument where stubborn hearts can yield. The moss was clinging firmly to the granite and the clay, but I carried every piece until I washed the dirt away. I laid them in a circle on the highest mountain peak, a holy place of resting for the weary and the weak. Oh, lay it on the altar stone and leave the burden there. Send it up to heaven in a heavy breath of prayer. The fire isn't falling and the smoke is rising high, reaching toward the mercy in the painted autumn sky. The sacrifice is broken, but the spirit is made whole. Hallelujah for the altar that is anchoring my soul. I brought my bitter history, I brought my deepest shame, and placed it on the timber right before the holy flame. The spark was struck in silence and the embers started bright, consuming all the wreckage of the dark and heavy night. The dulcimer is singing out a melody of peace, watching every sorrow and the heavy burden cease. So lay it on the altar stone and leave the burden there. Send it up to heaven in a heavy breath of prayer. The fire is a-falling and the smoke is rising high, reaching toward the mercy in the painted autumn sky. The sacrifice cracked and dry, underneath the burning of a heavy brazen sky. My throat was made of cotton and my canteen was of bone. I thought I'd leave my spirit on the dusty scattered stone, but I saw a little shadow by a deeply rooted tree, a promise of the water that was waiting there for me. Oh, draw it from the bottom of the deep and living well. Listen to the ringing of the holy iron bell. The water is a-flowing and it's running pure and sweet, washing off the sorrow from my tired aching feet. The world can offer nothing but a bitter hollow lie, but the water from the living well is never running dry. I dropped the wooden bucket down into the quiet dark, looking for healing for the weary broken spark. I pulled the heavy rope until the water reached the brim, and raised a cup of mercy as a quiet holy hymn. The dulcimer is echoing the dripping of the rain, a melody of comfort for the heavy aching pain. Oh, draw it from the bottom of the deep and living well. Listen to the ringing of the holy iron bell. The water is a-flowing and it's running pure and sweet, washing off the sorrow from my tired aching feet. The world can offer nothing but a bitter hollow lie, but the water from the living well is never running dry. Drink it down and you will never ever thirst again. Healing of the wreckage of the wandering of men. The wandering of men never thirst again. Oh, draw it from the bottom of the deep and living well. Listen to the ringing of the holy iron bell. The water is a-flowing and it's running pure and sweet, washing off the sorrow from my tired aching feet. The world can offer nothing but a bitter hollow lie, but the water from the living well is never running dry. The living well, never running dry.
looking for the place where the ancient woods begin. I climbed above the timber where the air is sharp and thin, leaving all the baggage of the places I have been. There upon the summit where the eagles make their nest, I found a wooden altar where a weary soul can rest. Oh, I am clinging to the cross at the timberline where the bitter wind is blowing through the rugged pine. I am laying down the burdens of this heavy heart of mine, drinking from the fountain of the water and the wine. The world is fading out in the valley far below, bathed in the glory of the holy mountain glow. The silence of the summit is the sweetest kind of song, telling me the wilderness is where I now belong. The shadows of my history are banished by the light, shining from the beacon in the middle of the night. The dulcimer is echoing across the great divide, a melody of comfort for the one with naught to hide. Oh, I am clinging to the cross at the timberline where the bitter wind is blowing through the rugged pine. I am laying down the burdens of this heavy heart of mine, drinking from the fountain of the water and the wine. The world is fading out in the valley far below, bathed in the glory of the holy mountain glow. Nailed to the wood are the failures of my past. I'm stepping into freedom that is finally gonna last. Finally gonna last. The shadows all have passed. Oh, I am clinging to the cross at the timberline where the bitter wind is blowing through the rugged pine. I am laying down the burdens of this heavy heart of mine, drinking from the fountain of the water and the wine. The world is fading out in the valley far below, bathed in the glory of the holy mountain glow. Timberline Cross, counting it all as a loss. The midnight oil, I fill the clay lantern to the heavy earthen brim, waiting for the coming of the holy promised hymn. The valley is sleeping and the fire's burning low, with a heavy mountain blizzard blowing up a steady snow. But I'm watching by the window and I'm looking down the lane, listening for the footstep through the bitter freezing rain. Oh,
keep the midnight oil
burning steady in the dark.
Don't let the shadows smother
Out the holy living spark.
The bridegroom is a-coming
From the mountain far away,
to turn the heavy winter
to an everlasting day.
The foolish might be slumbering,
But the wise are wide awake.
hallelujah for the promise.
That the morning's gonna break.
I hear the distant rumbling of the wagon on the stone,
A comfort to the watcher who is waiting all alone.
the heavy door is open and the table is prepared,
With every bitter sorrow and the heavy burden shared.
the dulcimer is playing out
A sweet and quiet tune
to welcome in the master.
underneath the mountain moon.
Oh, keep the midnight oil
Burning steady in the dark.
Don't let the shadows smother
Out the holy living spark.
the bridegroom is a-coming
From the mountain far away,
to turn the heavy winter
to an everlasting day.
The foolish might be slumbering,
But the wise are wide awake.
hallelujah
For the promise that the morning's gonna break.
Trim the wick and strike the flint, keep the heavy lantern lit,
Leave the valley of the shadow where the weary sleepers sit. Where the weary sleepers sit.
keep the heavy lantern lit. Oh, keep the midnight oil
Burning steady in the dark.
Don't let the shadows smother
Out the holy living spark.
the bridegroom is
Coming from the mountain far away,
to
turn the heavy winter to an everlasting day.
The foolish might be slumbering, but the wise are wide awake.
Hallelujah for the promise that the morning's gonna break. The midnight oil,
The morning's gonna break.
I wandered from the flock when the sun was beating high, chasing after shadows in the painted summer sky.
I slipped upon the gravel and I tumbled in the thorn.
My coat was getting tangled and my spirit getting worn.
But I heard a steady footstep on the jagged mountain stone,
And I knew the good old shepherd wouldn't leave me here alone.
oh, reach down in the hollow,
With the shepherd's heavy crook,
pull me from the briars,
and the muddy shallow brook.
carry me upon your shoulders.
start to sing. Angels start to sing. Fear no evil thing. Oh, reach down in the holler with the shepherd's heavy crook. Pull me from the briars and the muddy shallow brook. Carry me upon your shoulders, back up to the fold. Safe inside the mercy from the bitter freezing cold. I might be prone to wander, and I might be prone to stray, but the shepherd of the valley never looks the other way. The shepherd's crook never looks the other way. I gathered up the timber and I piled up the clay to build a little cabin where my weary head could stay. The valley looks so peaceful and the river looks so wide, a perfect little hollow where a wandering soul could hide. But the old man of the mountain said the soil was shifting sand, and a house built in the bottom wasn't ever gonna stand. Oh, you gotta build your house upon the solid cornerstone. Leave the shifting sand and leave the shallow dirt alone. When the heavy wind is howling and the mountain waters rise, and the lightning starts flashing in the dark and angry skies, the timber might be shaking and the heavy rafters groan, but the foundation is steady on the holy cornerstone. I drag my heavy wagon up the steep and rocky grade to find a firm foundation in the evergreens and shade. I squared it with a heavy plumb and laid the mortar deep, a fortress for the spirit where the weary soul can sleep. The dulcimer is ringing like a hammer on the nail, a melody of safety in the middle of the gale. Oh, you gotta build your house upon the solid cornerstone. Leave the shifting sand and leave the shallow dirt alone. When the heavy wind is howling and the mountain waters rise, and the lightning starts flashing in the dark and angry skies, the timber might be shaking and the heavy rafters groan, but the foundation is steady on the holy cornerstone. The rain descended heavy and the bitter floods came down, washing every fragile thing away. from mountain town, away from mountain town. The bitter floods came down. Oh, you gotta build your house upon the solid cornerstone. Leave the shifting sand and leave the shallow dirt alone. When the heavy wind is howling and the mountain waters rise and the lightning starts flashing in the dark and angry skies, the timber might be shaking and the heavy rafters groan, but the foundation is steady on the holy cornerstone. The cornerstone. Leave the shallow dirt alone. I stood upon the muddy bank where the willow branches weep, with a heavy heart and secrets that I promised I would keep. The water's moving steady, pulling shadows to the sea, and I'm standing at the edge of who I used to be. The sky is wide and open, the air is thin and sweet. I'm waiting for the mercy where the earth and heaven meet. Oh, take me down to the river of redemption flowing wide. Let the current wash the sorrow and the turning of the tide. I'm leaving all my tattered dreams upon the silver sand, walking home to glory with a promise in my hand. Hallelujah, I am found. Hallelujah, I am free in the river of redemption that is calling out to me. There's a healing in the ripple and a peace within the flow, a grace that follows everywhere a wandering soul can go. I used to fear the deepness and the coldness of the flood. Now I'm resting in the power and the washing of the blood. The dulcimer is singing like a bell across the hills, a quiet kind of courage that the spirit finally feels. Oh, take me down to the river of redemption flowing wide. Let the current wash the sorrow and the turning of the tide. I'm leaving all my tattered dreams upon the silver sand, walking home to glory with a promise in my hand. Hallelujah, I am found. Hallelujah, I am free in the river of redemption that is calling out to me. The water's cold, but the fire in my heart is burning bright. I'm stepping off the shoreline and I'm stepping into light. Stepping into light.
far from the mountain and the holy timberline.
My pockets were empty and my boots were wearing thin, carrying the heavy, bitter wages of my sin.
But I heard a whisper
On the cold and lonely breeze,
telling me the Father is awaiting through the trees. Oh, there's a seat for the sinner
at the Master's holy table.
Come and leave your sorrow
At the door if you are able.
The bread is overflowing
And the waters are running sweet,
washing off the gravel
from your tired, aching feet.
The prodigals are gathering
From the east and from the west,
hallelujah for the table
where the wandering soul can rest.
I walked up the driveway with my head hanging down.
The most unworthy traveler in the whole of mountain town,
But he ran out to meet me,
and he threw his arms around,
saying that the lost and broken
finally has been found.
the
Dulcimer is ringing with the joy I cannot speak, a melody of mercy for the weary and the weak.
Oh, there's a seat for the sinner.
At the Master's holy table,
Come and leave your sorrow.
at the door if you are able.
The bread is overflowing,
And the waters are running sweet,
washing off the gravel
from your tired, aching feet.
The prodigals are gathering
From the east and from the west,
hallelujah for the table
where the wandering soul can rest. Bring the finest garment, put a ring upon my hand. The dead are finally living in the holy promised land. The holy promised land. Put a ring upon my
Oh, there's a seat for the sinner.
At the Master's holy table.
Come and leave your sorrow.
At the door if you are able.
The bread is overflowing,
And the waters are running sweet,
washing off the gravel.
from your tired, aching feet.
The prodigals are gathering
From the east and from the west,
hallelujah for the
table where the wandering soul can rest. The Master's table where the wandering soul can rest.
felt the earth tremble and the mountains start to shake. I saw the mighty timbers of the old foundation break.
all the hollow promises of men began to die. I ran looking for shelter from the heavy rolling tide, looking for a holy place where I could safely hide. Oh, cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee, from the howling of the tempest and the raging of the sea. When the waters start to rising and the heavy thunder rolls, you are the rock of ages for the weary, broken souls. The world is made of shifting sand that's slipping through the hand, but I am standing steady on a firm and holy land. I trace the weathered cracks upon the face of solid stone, where 1,000 weary travelers have prayed and wept alone. The moss is growing heavy on the ancient quiet face, a testament of stillness in a wild and chaotic place. The dulcimer is echoing a song of ancient might, bringing sweet assurance in the middle of the night. Oh, cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee, from the howling of the tempest and the raging of the sea. When the water starts rising and the heavy thunder rolls, you are the rock of ages for the weary, broken souls. The world is made of shifting sand that's slipping through the hand, but I am standing steady on a firm and holy land. Not the labor of my hands can fulfill the law of demands. Couldn't my zeal no respite know? Couldn't my tears forever flow? Tears forever flow, nowhere else to go. Oh, cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee, from the howling of the tempest and the raging of the sea. When the waters start rising and the heavy thunder rolls, you are the rock of ages for the weary, broken souls. The world is made of shifting sand that's slipping through the hand, but I am standing steady on a firm and holy land. Rock of ages, hide myself in thee. The thunder rolls across the dark and heavy sky. The river's rising and the water's getting high. I feel the trembling of the earth beneath my feet, but there's a refuge where the storm and mercy meet. my house is built on a rock. I've got a shepherd keeping watch upon the flock. Oh, you are the anchor in the middle of the flood, a solid foundation that is covered in the blood when the tides are raging. And I cannot see the shore, I will trust the promise that you spoke to me before the world is a tempest. But my spirit is at rest, safe inside the shelter of the one who knows me best. The morning breaks and all the clouds are rolling back. The sun is shining on this washed and rugged track. I see the evidence of grace upon the ground, another lost and wandering sheep that has been found. The dulcimer rings out a melody of peace, a sweet assurance that his love will never cease. So you are the anchor in the middle of the flood, a solid foundation that is covered in the blood when the tides are raging. And I cannot see the shore, I will trust the promise that you spoke to me before the world is a tempest. But my spirit is at rest, safe inside the shelter of the one who knows me best. I didn't drown when the current pulled me down. You reached your hand and you turned my life around. You pulled me out and you turned my life around. Oh, you are the anchor in the middle of the flood, a solid foundation that is covered in the blood when the tides are raging. And I cannot see the shore, I will trust the promise that you spoke to me before the world is a tempest. But my spirit is at rest, safe inside the shelter of the one who knows me best. Safe inside the shelter, anchor in the flood. There's a cold wind blowing through the valley of the pines, erasing all the footprints that I tried to leave behind. I carried every sorrow like a stone inside my coat, but I left them by the water in a little wooden boat. The sky is turning silver and the stars are growing dim. I'm walking to the rhythm of an old and quiet hymn. Oh, the river runs deep and the mountain stands high, but there's a holy mercy falling from the morning sky. Wash away the ashes, wash away the rust. I'm building up my spirit from the dirt and from the dust. The world can keep on spinning, but my soul is standing still, resting in the shadow of the everlasting hill. I can hear the sparrow singing in the sycamore tree, a melody of freedom meant for sinners just like me. I don't need no silver lining, I don't need no golden crown, just a quiet place to lay this heavy burden down. The dulcimer is ringing like a promise in the air, whispering that grace is always waiting for me there. Oh, the river runs deep and the mountain stands high, but there's a holy mercy falling from the morning sky. Wash away the ashes, wash away the rust. I'm building up my spirit from the dirt and from the dust. The world can keep on spinning, but my soul is standing still, resting in the shadow of the everlasting hill. I'm finally breathing easy in the clearing of the wood, seeing all the pieces working out for my own good, working for my good, standing where I should. The river runs deep and the mountain stands high, but there's a holy mercy falling from the morning sky. Wash away the ashes, wash away the rust. I'm building up my spirit from the dirt and from the dust. The world can keep on spinning, but my soul is standing still, resting in the shadow of the everlasting hill. Everlasting hill, soul is standing still. I've walked 100 miles of rocky, broken ground, searching for a peace that I had never found. My boots are worn and ragged and my coat is wearing thin. I carry all the heavy scars of sorrow and of sin, but I can see the valley stretching out before my eyes. A little piece of heaven sitting under painted skies. Oh, there's a pilgrim's Pilgrims Rest, beyond the timberline, where the water runs so clear and the heavy branches twine. I'm laying down my troubles and I'm letting go of grief, finding in the shadow of the cross a sweet relief. The journey has been bitter, but the ending will be sweet when I rest my weary spirit at the Holy Maker's feet. I hear the distant singing of a congregation choir gathered in the evening round a steady burning fire. They sing a song of triumph for the battles that are done, for every weary traveler who is walking toward the sun. The dulcimer is blending with the rustle of the pine, a melody of welcome that is beautiful and fine. Oh, there's a pilgrim's rest beyond the timberline, where the water runs so clear and the heavy branches twine. I'm laying down my troubles and I'm letting go of grief, finding in the shadow of the cross a sweet relief. The journey has been bitter, but the ending will be sweet when I rest my weary spirit at the Holy Maker's feet. The night is falling gently, but I do not have to roam, for the pilgrim has a shelter and the pilgrim has a home. The pilgrim has a home. I do not have to roam. Oh, there's a pilgrim's rest beyond the timberline, where the water runs so clear and the heavy branches twine. I'm laying down my troubles and I'm letting go of grief, finding in the shadow of the cross a sweet relief. The journey has been bitter, but the ending will be sweet when I rest my weary spirit at the Holy Maker's feet. Pilgrim's Rest, journey has been blessed.
I walk down the bank where the shallow waters flow, gathering up the heavy rocks from the valley down below. My back was getting weary and my hands were cutting cold, but I'm building up a monument like the holy men of old. I carried every sorrow and I laid them in a pile, waiting for the Maker just to look on me and smile. Oh, let the fire fall upon the altar of the stone, consume the bitter harvest that a weary heart has sown. I'm giving up the heavy pride that kept me Father's hand had made.
I stacked the heavy river rocks beneath the open sky, where the lonely mountain eagles and the weary sparrows fly.
The dulcimer is echoing a quiet, steady beat, a melody of mercy where the earth and heaven meet. Oh, let the fire fall
upon the altar of the stone,
consume the bitter harvest
that a weary heart has sown.
I'm giving up a heavy pride
that kept me in the night,
the sacrifice of brokenness
to step into the light.
Smoke is rising heavy
Through the branches of the pine,
a sweet and holy offering
to the architect divine. Let the rain come a-washing, let the rushing waters rise. This altar is a standing right before the Maker's eyes. Before the Maker's eyes, let the rushing waters rise.
Oh, let the fire fall. Oh, let the fire fall upon the altar of the stone.
Consume the bitter harvest,
Consume the bitter harvest
that a weary heart has sown,
I'm giving up the heavy pride,
that kept me in the night.
the sacrifice
Of brokenness to step into the light.
The smoke is rising heavy,
Through the branches of the pine,
a sweet and holy offering
to the architect divine. Altar of the stone, architect divine. I saw a little sparrow blown off the mountainside, nowhere in the bitter cold for the little bird to hide. The wind was howling angry through the branches of the fir, but a hand of steady mercy reached out to comfort her. I felt a lot like that old bird, battered by the gale, wandering and broken on a dark and lonely trail. Oh, the eye that sees the sparrow is the eye that watches me from the highest rocky timber to the bottom of the sea. I am held inside the palm of a maker of the earth, who bought me with a heavy price and gave me second birth. Let the tempest roar and thunder, let the heavy shadows fall. I am listening for the echo of the faithful shepherd's call. I hear the water running shepherd's call. I won't be afraid of the valley of the shade. I'm walking in the light of the promise that He made. The promise that He made. Walking out of the shade. Though the eye that sees the sparrow is the eye that watches me, from the highest rocky timber to the bottom of the sea. I am held inside the palm of the maker of the earth, who bought me with a heavy price and gave me second birth. Let the tempest roar and thunder, let the heavy shadows fall. I am listening for the echo of the faithful shepherd's call. Wayward sparrow, he watches me.